Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shifted to the right, shifted to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. Got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode of What a Horse. And yes, I paid him to wear that hat.
That's what I was just finna say. That I got my first quarter for wearing a hat on this show right here.
I was still waiting on my change. I ain't seen no.
We don't get no change.
You don't give no change.
No change.
I've been to a few places like that. Said we ain't got no change. You ain't getting it. All right. Well, we got a good show today.
Yes.
We got some good stuff.
Yep.
So,
but we'll be right back after these messages.
This place, where you grew up, where your memories were made, and where your dreams were born, where your neighbors stop to say hello, and where you're always welcome to stay a while, where your Fridays are spent under the lights, and where Saturdays are made for the water, where you can feel good about a hard day's work and take pride in a job well done, where small business makes a big impact, and home is always a sight for sore eyes. And where the best things in life, well, the best things in life are the little things. Tullahoma Utilities Authority, power in community.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
you know, Jerry, there's a lot going on this weekend.
Yeah, it is a lot going on.
They've got the Cascade FFA is putting on a Sheba show at the county, Bedford County Ag Center. That's in Shelbyville, Tennessee. The judge is going to be Tyler Herndon. This is September the 27th. I think that's the way I said his name. Herndon, Herndon. September 27th. And showtime is 5 p.m. Everybody go out and support them. They're raising money for the FFA, Future Farmers of America.
Yes, sir.
All right. North Carolina is next week, October 2nd through the 4th. North Carolina Ag Center in Fletcher, North Carolina. Contact Terry Mosley at 336-325-5009. And Thursday night is Thursday through Friday. And Friday it's 5:45 p.m. start time. Saturday is 5 p.m. Chris Zahn, Wayne Dean, and Steve Gladwell is going to be the judges. And then the Rack and Horse Breeders Association of America, October 6th through the 11th at Cooper Still Arena in Shelbyville. Contact Marissa Dawson at 256-353-7225. Judges Jackie Byram, Newton Parks, Ricky Parker, and Tommy Thompson. Newton's going to get lost. I'm joking. Newton's a pretty good judge. He's
Yeah,
a good
Newton
judge.
is a good judge. Newton does a good job.
He just rides too many walking horses. So he'll be in there. A lot going on, a whole lot going on. People buying horses. And you're fixing to have a guest at your barn too, ain't you?
Yes, I'm gonna have a guest, Stevie Ray. He's matter of fact, he's the finalist on the American Got Talent here, and then but he'll be there Thursday, and he ain't never rode a paddock horse before, so I'm gonna let him ride one.
Well, we're gonna get some video of it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let people know that anybody can ride a walking horse.
Yes.
And he's never rode a horse.
He rode a horse, but he ain't never rode a walking horse.
Oh, never rode a walking. Then he ain't never rode a horse.
Yeah.
I mean, he just thinks he's rode
Rode
a horse.
Yes.
He believes that rocking chair horse was a horse, because it ain't nothing compared to the Tennessee walking.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
I've rode some of them others.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them like churning butter. You ever churned any butter?
Yeah, it's very rough,
Well,
up and down.
That's it. When you're riding some of them, I don't care for that.
Yeah.
What they call it, posting.
You got to post.
You don't have to post on no walking horse. You just sit there and glide.
You're so wore out by the time you ride them other horses, you don't want to ride. You don't want to go nowhere. But the Tennessee walking horse, I mean, it just is relaxed and laid back.
Well, George Foreman, the trainers had him at a trainer show at a trainer's banquet in Franklin one year, and he sat there and he said if he had rode a walking horse instead of them quarter horses he'd been riding, that he would have whooped Ali. Now I asked him, any trainer that was there, he said that.
Yeah.
He said that walking horse was just so smooth and completely different. He said that he would have warmed him up. Pow.
That's right.
He's something else, man. He was something else. Well, what all's going on at the barn? Anything great?
Just working, messing with the young horses and trying to get them started and everything, and just trying to.
We got a thing. I want to tell everybody this. Remember this name, Guinness. Now, Jerry can tell you what Guinness is, but everybody remembers Toby Keith's song, "Give me a whiskey and beer for my horses."
Yes.
Well, we've got a couple of horses that's getting a steady dose of beer. They just didn't want to. They'd eat, but they wasn't putting no weight on, bulking up. So we started buying them some Guinness beer, shaking it up real good, and now they filling out, growing.
But the biggest thing about that, though, Jerry, every time we go to the store and buy it, they look at us and we tell them we're buying for the horse, and they think what was said? You buying it for the horse, all right.
I said, this is beer for my horses. Now, there's one woman that's already called on to it, because she knows I don't drink. She said, them horses really getting a lot of nourishment. But it works, and we're not the only one. Dick Peoples has been using that same thing on some of the Debbie Eichler's horses.
There's a lot of different little tricks you can use that you would know, but that helps give the horses, more strength and build them up and stuff like that. It's the yeast and all that stuff is in that beer, and
Well, there's certain things you have to do to make a horse better.
Yeah.
I talked to a lady one time about, I said, I have to go to the barn today because we're going to pull some teeth. And she said, why are you going to the barn to pull teeth? I said, well, it's horses. She said, you pull the horses? I said, yeah, they have wolf teeth that you have to pull them. I said, sometimes they have to float them, like we get ours cleaned or whatever. Horses have different needs too. And a lot of people don't realize it, but we did this with Dr. Bennett one time. He had to pull all the horses' teeth. And people were worried about it, said, well, how is he going to graze? He turned him loose right after he did it, and he was out there grazing on the grass, so it didn't hurt him at all. I tell you what, we do a lot on here with Alli Joe Jacobs, that she gets involved in everything she can, but she always includes the horse. Now, she had won the World Grand Championship lead line, but this year she won her first World Grand Championship where she was in the saddle all on her own. And this Saturday MTSU football fans got a good dose of Alli Joe Jacobs. Here we go.
Attention to the field for a very special homecoming game ball delivery. At only 10 years old, Alli Joe Jacobs is already building a legacy in the Tennessee walking horse industry. She is the daughter of Jake Jacobs and former Lady Raider basketball player Amanda Beavis Jacobs, class of 1995. Tonight, Alli Joe takes the reins aboard her beloved horse, Sweet Walking Matilda, a 3-time world grand champion and 6-time world champion. Under the direction of Laurie Toon and Circle T Stables, Matilda has carried Alli Joe to unforgettable moments, including her first solo spotlight ride at the 2025 Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. Carrying the true blue spirit, Alli Joe now delivers our homecoming gate ball to John and Jen Ikeri of Murfreesboro.com. Proud Blue Raider fans, let's hear it for Alli Joe Jacobs and Sweet Walking Matilda.
Awesome job, Alli Joe.
That's some kind of cowgirl.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want
it
to
is.
point out something. We was talking about, if y'all watch that horse, now you could tell that's the first time it ever been on a football field.
Yeah.
Because it started out trying to jump them lines, or kind of hesitating going over
Yeah.
it, and then he fell right into a wall.
Once he got used to it, he went right on through it. But it's
When she carried him down into the end zone,
Yeah.
and he saw that big right in there, he kind of hesitated on that
Yeah.
too. But that's how fast a walking horse will kind of get themselves immune to or relate to what's going on around them and put a lot of trust in
oh
the
yes,
rider. And we was talking about different things, so we're going to show a video, and we're going to talk over this because we got Jeff Duke to come out and shoe Pap for his first time. Now right there, he's trying to see how hard it's going to be to hold that horse's back leg up because he ain't going to like it. But he turned around and he told me, he said, we're just going to have to wrestle with him a little bit.
yeah.
You've seen a lot of people do it that way?
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of people. You're just trying to get them used to picking their foot up and stuff like that. And you know, once you put that wrap on and show them that it's not gonna hurt them, then they react to it real well, just like he's doing right there.
Well, he
you know?
adjusted to it pretty good.
Yeah.
He got started. Jeff did a good job. But I noticed that, and I said something about it, but he did use it on the front. He did not use a grinder.
Yeah.
And but now this is the first time Pap had ever been shot.
Yes.
So you have to watch what you're doing. And he did tell me, he said, this horse's feet ain't real big. I said, well, he ain't real big.
Yeah. But Jeff does real good on his first time shoeing horses and stuff like that. He tried to teach them how to do it the right way.
He works with them, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Now
Jeff does a good job on a young horse and handling them, and you know, and ain't rough with him. You know, he takes
Right.
his time.
Well, that's one thing I noticed about him, because he, even though Pap jerked him around a little bit, he didn't get all frustrated.
No.
Start, you know.
And just like I said before, every time when you phone with these young, you got to have patience.
Yeah.
And Jeff is one of the ones, you know, they got a lot of patience with him and stuff like that. You know, just like you see me clipping them and taking my time, you know, when he show him, he takes his time and have patience.
Well, I want everybody to watch, and this is another reason we're doing this. This is the first time this horse has been shod. Now, this is his back feet, but they're going to put 6 nails in there, 6. And Jeff will put one in, and he'll say, no, that might get a little close, and he pull it back out. And he put several in and pulled them back out, because one thing you don't want is for the horse's foot to start growing and hit on that nail.
Yeah. And you got to realize this horse got a real small foot.
Yeah.
And you have that fine little line that you have to have in there.
You want to get into the nail, but you don't want to get too close to the quick.
That's right. And you know, that's one thing I like about Jeff. He, you know, like I say, he takes his time and he makes sure everything is just right when he put that foot down.
But that's the thing about it. And the horse adjusted to him real quick.
Yes.
He didn't fight and everything, but we've talked several times about Pap being pretty smart, and he is. Yeah, he is by honors out of an arms deal for real mare. No, he is by Hero. This one's by Hero.
Uh-huh.
We'd already shod the honors.
And I just want to let everybody know, you know, where you see where them nails come out, that do not hurt that horse with them nails.
Oh, Lord, no.
That just
no,
like...
No.
And Jeff know exactly where to put them nails at, where they can hold, but don't harm that horse.
Well, since the beginning of shoeing a horse, this is the way it's been done.
That's right.
Even Festus on Gunsmoke's using the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But he's using the raft rather than the grinder on just about everything he does with this horse. You might want to explain why he does that.
That's a sealer that's on there to keep the moisture and stuff like that out of that horse's foot and stuff. Where he put the nails at and kind of help seals it. And help that hoof to roll.
Now we're on the front foot. We've already shod the other back one. I didn't want this thing to get too long. Now I want everybody to pay strict attention, because this is what everybody keeps squawking about and talking about. That right there is what they call a starter pad.
Yes.
Now that's going to be the pad that goes on the foot.
See, you'll see he only have that one little pad that he nailed into that horse's foot.
That's all it's going. And 6 nails.
Yes.
6 are going to go into that foot.
Just like putting a regular keg shoe on.
Yep.
On the front of that horse's foot.
And you're going to see Jeff will put nails in, then he'll move it around, then he'll take some back out.
You know, he putting that foot down to make sure that pad is just right on there.
Everything is done watching out for the horse. That's what I want everybody to realize. You've got to take care of the horse. Jeff does a fantastic job of doing just that. I hear so many people talk about, look at all the nails in that horse's foot. There's 6 going to end up in this one right here.
And y'all still got to take into consideration, this is the first time this horse has ever been shod, putting the shoes on.
That's it. This is the first time. Tell you what, I was real pleased with the job that he did. He took care of it. He watched what he was doing. Now he's bending that nail at the tip to where it will shoot out.
And when you shoot these horses long enough, you can hear the sound of that hammer and know exactly where that nail is coming out at.
Yeah. This is just one of many educational videos that we're going to be doing to educate people to exactly how our horses are shod, how they're trained. I'm so sick of hearing people talk about the brutality and all this abuse. Far from it. Far from it.
I like a person take his time and stuff like that and make sure everything's just right. You get some farriers, you know, just do whatever, but Jeff's gonna make sure everything is just right.
He does not, I mean, he doesn't miss a lick either.
That's right.
He watches. You got him ready now. Everybody saw there was 6 nails went into that horse's foot. Well, Pap's getting a little antsy now.
Well, you have to figure, you know, he's still young and all this, you new to him, and holding his leg up like that. It's the first time his leg ever been picked up like that and holding on.
Like that. He got somebody down there banging around on his foot.
Yeah.
But I was tickled with the way he acted. He didn't
Yeah.
throw a fit, didn't start trying to paw and do all that.
Yeah, you were right about that.
So that did make me happy. But now he was like that when you went to clip him the first time.
Yes.
He was.
Oh, he's a very smart coach.
Now notice this nail is going into the pad.
Yes, to hold the other part on.
Now here comes the package that Pap is going. This is his starter package. I'm hoping now, since people can see this the way he's doing it, they realize exactly how this is done, and the fairy tales will stop.
Yes.
Now, the only other thing that will go on this shoe is the band,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like our shoestrings.
And you know, another thing for people out there in the world that's seeing this, they know this horse start off with a little bitty package like
Yep.
this. They don't start off with a big package on.
No.
And that's what people fail to realize. They think that we just start them off with a big package on. But we're teaching this horse how to carry a shoe right here.
Now, this horse has already got used to Jeff, so
Yeah.
he's using the grinder on that front package.
And that's there, just a band, just about like a shoelace.
Right, that's it.
That's not going in that horse's hoof. That's going in that package.
Right, they're nailing it to the package.
Just to hold it on for support.
This is another precaution. And he'll drive a couple more in there to keep that band from riding up.
Yeah.
And there it is. Again, that into the package.
So all actuality is nothing but 6 nails that's in that horse's foot.
That's it. I know a lot of these different people, they get out here and they say this and say that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have just seen the facts. There's no fiction here. This was done for facts. That's my coat. He'll be shown as a 2-year-old next year. We're putting that little starter package on him, but he still will not be ridden for a couple more months.
Yes.
Now he's wanting to start playing. Oh, come on, Jeff. I'm just going to bite on you a little.
He just so happy that good shoe job Jeff gave him. He just wanted to give him a little kiss on the cheek.
That's it.
Yeah. But now Jeff does a good job with these horses.
I think he does a splendid job. Look at Pat now he's wanting to rub, pull around. But now he is, I will say this, he's getting tired of standing there. All right, there's the finished job. And everybody can see here, 6 nails into the hoof, the rest of them went into the package.
That's right.
And that was it. I'll let you do your deal now.
We'll be right back after these messages.
The Tennessee Walking Horse is rapidly becoming the horse of choice when selecting a great ride for the family. If you're looking for a smooth, easy ride on the trail that will take you through hills and streams or an obstacle course competition, the versatility of the Tennessee Walking Horse will stand out by showing its willingness to learn and its smooth, easy, steady gait through the course. If it's a competitive show horse you're looking for, the Tennessee Walking Horse is the perfect family horse by young and old. Whether it's flat shot or padded performance classes for an amateur adult or youth, a walking horse is the horse of choice. The Tennessee Walking Horse is perfect for every equestrian division. Also remember one simple truth.
If you ride one today, you'll own one tomorrow. That's a fact.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
More of What a Horse coming up.
Welcome back. We are going to show a video now from the celebration this year. We always have Stars of the Future. I really enjoy this because it shows our youth and how they are moving forward.
Yes.
Some of them we will lose this year because they will move into the amateur division rather than the youth amateur. It will be the adult.
Yes.
So, Stars of the Future. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, each year we've begun to recognize our Stars of the Future.
Our stars of the future are all of the youth riders who have won a World Grand Championship in their division here at the celebration. Let's open the gate as we welcome our stars of the future tonight. Our first star of the future is our lead line World Grand Champion, McKinley Cutshaw, and the Silver Lining. At just 4 years of age, McKinley Cutshaw has already captured the hearts of the Tennessee walking horse world. The daughter of Bryce and Danielle Cutshaw, big sister to Light and granddaughter of Mark and Vicki Ricker, McKinley attends pre-K at Middle Creek Montessori School in Greenville. She lives on her family farm where she enjoys helping take care of their horses and cattle. Her passion for horses began at an early age, starting with her first pony, Rapunzel, and quickly grew into a calling that shines every time she enters the ring. McKinley began showing in the lead line division the fall of 2023 across East Tennessee. In early 2025, her journey took a monumental turn when she teamed up with now three-time World Grand Champion, the Silver Lining, affectionately known as 77. Together, they became an unstoppable team under the guidance of Kristen LeBourne and Karen McGee. McKinley and TT trained, learned, and grew together, building not only skills but also a bond that would carry them to victory. John Burton is next. He's the Auxiliary Equitation Youth Medal World Grand Champion. John Burton, a 17-year-old son of Stuart and Kelly Burton of Bowling Green, Kentucky, a senior at South Warren High School in Bowling Green. John's love of horses started at the early age of 7 when his grandmother placed him on his first horse. A few years later, he decided to get serious about riding. In the spring of 2020, he sought out trainer Lee Stewart. John began his show ring career in the Academy Division, but he wanted a bigger challenge, showing performance horses. Found the perfect equitation horse, led him to trainer Bobby Hughes' barn and a look at Jose's Bambino. In 2022, John and Jose's Bambino won the 12 to 14-year-old equitation class and reserve equitation World Grand Championship. In 2023, they won the World Grand Championship in equitation, making John the first male to win that division. Undefeated in 2024, and the injury sidelined them last year, but they returned this year in World Grand Championship style. John Burton and Jose's Bambino, the Auxiliary Equitation Youth Medal World Grand Champion. Next is the owner amateur, 6 to 17-year-old Country Pleasure World Grand Champion, Abigail Grace Taylor in 24 carats. 13-year-old daughter of Michael and Jeanette Taylor from Rush, Kentucky. She's in the 8th grade at Rose Hill Christian School in Ashland, Kentucky, where she participates on the archery team, competing at both state and national levels. Abigail's goal is to attend the University of Kentucky to become a veterinarian. She loves every aspect of the Tennessee walking horse breed, from raising colts to riding to getting her horses ready to compete at local shows. Earlier this summer, Abigail and Joe Lester Stables established a relationship, and she was teamed up with world champion 24 carats. Although this rider and horse have only worked together for a short time, it's been a remarkable experience, winning the 2025 World Grand Championship in their division. Next is the owner amateur youth 6 to 17-year-old on walking ponies World Grand Champion, Ryder Wright and I Am March Madness. Ryder's the 12-year-old son of Casey and Lindsay Wright from Regan in Jackson, Tennessee. He has two sisters, Emma and Ella. Ryder's a straight-A student at Southside School, where he plays on the varsity basketball team. When he's not in school, you'll find Ryder at the barn, hunting or fishing. Ryder loves Jesus most of all, a relationship that shines through all he does, his sweet demeanor to his great sportsmanship. They began showing I Am March Madness in July of 2024 and made their first blue ribbon ride at the Heart of a Champion show. We won the National Trainer Show earlier this year and won their preliminary class on Saturday night. Congratulations to Ryder Wright and I Am March Madness, becoming a World Grand Champion in their division, a dream come true for Ryder, following in the footsteps of his dad, Casey. Next is the owner amateur youth 6 to 17-year-old Show Pleasure World Grand Champion. It's Reese Abernathy and Well-Armed American. Summer of 2022, Reese asked her dad, James, if
she'd be able to show at the celebration, and James's response was, well, honey, I don't know. A few days later, while he was shoeing horses for Bobby Hugh, James saw a horse that he thought would be the perfect fit for Reese. Well-Armed American, fondly known as W8, was purchased, and Reese had a horse of her very own to show at the celebration. 2024, they came back and won another world championship. Well-Armed American was named the Horse of the Year for the second time that year. And here in this year's celebration, they won their preliminary class, followed by the World Grand Championship, which is what's led them to our stars of the future tonight. Reese is the great-granddaughter of C.A. Bobo, attends Liberty Middle School, where she's an honor roll student and a member of the basketball team. Next is the Owner Amateur Youth 6 to 17-year-old all-day pleasure world grand champion, Vivian Woodruff and Betrayal. Vivian's the 7-year-old daughter of Woody and Emily Woodruff of Shelbyville. She's the granddaughter of longtime farrier Woody Woodruff, along with Becky Woodruff and Bobby and Lisa Rogers of Owensville, Kentucky. She's in the 2nd grade at Liberty Elementary School and trains her miniature pony, Minnie, daily. Vivian began her show ring career at 3 years of age by winning her first World Grand Championship with Rattle and Snap in the lead line division. Early this year, Laurie Toon and Vivian got together, and Vivian did a test run on Betrayal, owned by Gasaway, Toon, and Woodruff. As they say, the rest is history. They had wins at the Spring Fun Show and Let Freedom Ring. They won their preliminary class here at the celebration and then returned to claim the World Grand Championship title. Vivian dedicates her ride to Laurie's dear friend, the late Liz Gasaway. Next is our Owner Amateur Youth 6 to 11-year-old Mares and Geldings World Grand Champion. Here's Charlie Goldman and the Comanche. Charlie's the daughter of Joseph and Brittany Goldman and the big sister to Sutter and Greta of Cornersville. When not in the show ring, Charlie can be found on the basketball court, running cross country, cheerleading, or riding the trails with her favorite spotted horse, Shorty. This dynamic duo of Charlie and Comanche earned their first blue ribbon together late this summer at the War Trace Horse Show. This year's celebration, they won reserve in their qualifying class, and then last night were crowned the World Grand Champions in their division. Congratulations to Charlie Goldman and the Comanche. Under the direction of Tanner Burks at Victory Farm. She's closing out her 11 and under show career in style. Next is our Owner Amateur Youth Trail Pleasure World Grand Champion, Alli Joe Jacobs and Sweet Walking Matilda. At only 10 years of age, Alli Joe Jacobs is already building a legacy in the Tennessee walking horse industry. Daughter of Jake and Amanda Jacobs and the granddaughter of Jimmy Jacobs and Rex and Ann Vivas. She's a 4th grade student at Middle Tennessee Christian School in Murfreesboro, where she shines in the classroom and beyond. She loves playing basketball with the Cougar Cubs and never misses a chance to cheer on her beloved Lady Raiders at MTSU. When she isn't on the court or in school, she can be found barrel racing or trail riding with friends across the pastures at Jacobs Farms. Her journey at the celebration has been nothing short of remarkable, with 2 World Grand Championships and 14 World Championships. Alli Joe has already etched her name in the history books. She's conquered multiple divisions from equitation to performance, show pleasure to all-day pleasure, and youth model to lead line. Her milestones stand out as a defining moment, the youngest equitation world champion at age 6, the only exhibitor to win equitation and performance championships in the same year. In history-making performances where she won 3 titles in one day in 2024, and then she topped this in 2025 with 4 titles in one day. Tonight, Alli Joe takes the reins aboard her beloved Sweet Walking Matilda, now a 3-time World Grand Champion and 6-time World Champion. And the one we just grabbed a little while ago, we welcome Maxine Beasley back to the ring. From Athens, Alabama, Maxine's the daughter of Beth Beasley. The Beasley family name is synonymous in the walking horse industry as the family of astute equestrians. Both Maxine and her twin sister BB have shown since very early age and now both attend MTSU full-time. Maxine won the 12 to 17-year-old World Grand Championship tonight, on quite an honor in her last year in the juvenile division. Her horse is trained by Thornridge South in Shelbyville. Well, ladies and gentlemen, an impressive lineup of our Stars of the Future down in the South Turn. How about a big round of applause as we recognize our Youth World Grand Champions and our Stars of the Future. Celebration directors Lisa Turner and Scott Johnson make the presentation to our Stars of the Future tonight. We'll give them one final pass down the east side as they leave our Stars of the Future presentation tonight. And we're going to ask you to go out the entry gate. A little different than what you usually do, but we're going to bring the water truck in next, and it's at the regular entry gates, or at the exit gate. You're going to go out the entry gate. Lead line, World Grand Champions. One more salute to McKinley Cutshaw and the Silver Lining. Head on down the east side, please. Your final pass here in the big oval for 2025. It was McKinley's first world title, but also a lifelong dream realized for her mother, Danielle. Danielle has shown Tennessee walking horses throughout her life with the goal of one day winning a World Grand Championship. Achieving that dream together with her daughter made the moment all the more meaningful. Enjoy the moment as our lead line World Grand Champions, McKinley Cutshaw and the Silver Lining. Next is our auxiliary equitation youth medal world grand champion. That's John Burton. Jose's Bambino has carried John Burton on a dream of a ride, earning those world grand championship title. John thanks his trainer Lee Stewart for the time and effort that she's given to training Bambino and John to be a championship team. He also thanks his parents, especially as well as he has many supporters, making this such a great celebration. Abigail Grace Taylor at 24 carats. Our youth 6 to 17-year-old country pleasure world grand champions. Abigail wants to thank Joe Lester, Mackenzie Morgan, and the entire team at Joe Lester Stables for making this dream come true. Congratulations, Abigail Grace Taylor at 24 carats. Ryder Wright and I Am March Madness, our owner amateur youth walking pony world grand champions. Ryder wants to thank Debbie Woods for sharing this special horse. He also wants to thank his dad, his uncle Michael, Josh, and all the Wright Stables crew for their preparation of this great horse, and the Wright Stables family for cheering him on to his first world grand championship. Reese Abernathy and Well Armed American, our owner amateur youth show pleasure world grand champions. Reese wants to thank her dad for his hard work in getting Well Armed American ready to show and for a celebration memory she'll never forget. Reese Abernathy and Well Armed American. Vivian Woodruff and Betrayal, our youth all-day pleasure world grand champions. Vivian wants to thank Laurie Toon and Bailey Mom and all the members of the Circle T crew who pour their heart into the horses and children. It's unmatched, and they are forever grateful. Charlie Goldman and the Comanche, our youth 6 to 11-year-old walking mares and geldings world grand champion. Charlie thanks Charlie Green and Tanner Burks and everybody at Victory Farm, getting her in world championship style. Alli Joe Jacobs and Sweet Walking Matilda. Alli Joe thanks her parents, her grandparents, Laurie Toon, the ride of a lifetime, giving her her first spotlight ride on her own outside of the lead line division. Alli Joe, congratulations. Riding Sweet Walking Matilda. And closing out our Stars of the Future. Maxine Beasley of Athens, Alabama. A proud legacy for the Beasley family here at the celebration. And Maxine and her sister Bibi carry that torch proudly. Maxine Beasley, congratulations on your win tonight, the Youth 12 to 17 World Grand Championship.
Kids now. That's a real big deal.
Well, it says a lot, but now I'm not sure about the others, but I know Maxine is fixing to enter into the adult division. So all you other ladies, just watch out, because here comes Maxine and BB. Now you really got your hands full.
You're exactly right.
All right, you up.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey Tennessee, Ross Chastain here, the guy who likes to smash watermelons on the front stretch at Nashville Superspeedway. But you know what I'd never smash? Safety rules. Racing's all about control, and the same goes for life on the road. So use your melon and don't mix drinking and driving. It's like trying to race with a busted engine. Be a pit crew hero, and if you've had a few, pass the keys to a sober friend, because we're all racing toward a safer Tennessee, and we want you there at the finish line.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
All right, welcome back. Well, we're going to go to, we got the North Carolina show coming up. Now, last year they didn't get to have their show because of the flood and all that stuff. But this year they're on target to go. So we're going to turn back the clock and go back to North Carolina in 2023. Watch a little victory passing. And there's a King Thane and Bob Adcock, amateur 50 and over reserve winner.
They have a good show over there.
They do.
That's a real good show.
They always have a good show.
And what I heard from this time, they're going to have another real good show, because a lot of people is going over there to it.
A lot of people looking forward to this year. And I'm happy for them. I'm happy things are going the way they're going right now. I'm sure Bob Adcock will be there.
Yeah.
Here's the paddock master and Kenny Smith. That's another one that'll be there.
Yep.
Tell you what, Kenny's had a good year this year.
Oh, he had a good year. Yep.
Now, he's going to be one of the judges down in
Decatur.
No, not Decatur.
Well, it's
down below Decatur. Coleman, Alabama.
Yeah.
He's a good judge. And there's spotlight on Jose, your 2-year-old stallion winner.
On Jose and Bill Calloway.
That's a good horse right there.
It is, and it's getting better and better. And we predicted we'd hear a lot from him.
Yeah.
And we are.
You know, the thing I like about this horse right here, you see this horse is 2-year-old, then now you see him as a 4-year-old, and this horse is still showing.
Yep.
And keep getting better and better.
Every time I've seen him, he's improved. And here's Honored in Texas.
That horse there's a real good horse.
I tell you what. One thing about that horse right there, he's consistent.
Yes.
Very consistent. And he does that step in reaching, he gets it done. Old Bob just loves the show.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Harley Quinn and Beth Collins. Tell you what, that horse has had a good year.
Yeah, she has.
This year. Good back then. Won that world championship this year. Beth's a real good person too.
Yes.
Right here's the medalist, and Eli Cunningham.
That's another good horse there.
I think he won that 3 years in a row.
Yes.
And his brother will be showing him this year up there, probably, I would think.
Eli's a good little rider.
Yeah, he is. Oh, he loves to show.
Yep.
Right here, he wanted to come back and won the championship. Yeah, we're going to see if his brother can do that.
Yeah.
Think you're gonna make it up there this year?
No, I'm not gonna get to go this year. I sure gonna miss it. I've been there for the last 4 or 5 years. I had one lady, Sharon, that passed away. That's the only show she wanted to show at every year.
She wanted to go up there.
Yeah, we showed her mare over there. Matter of fact, I think this year I'm gonna breed that mare.
Right here, quite an honor. This year's world grand champion. And Maxine Beasley. I tell you what, those Beasley girls, they're just, they're something special.
Oh, yes.
Anybody that doesn't know them sure needs to get to know them.
Yes,
they
that's
are
right.
something special.
Real good girls. Young ladies, eh?
Yes, they are now.
They're young ladies.
Right here, I Sing Dixie and Jake Jacobs, amateur 4-year-old married Gilded winner, and he got that horse taken away from him.
Oh, yeah.
Alli Joe says, "Whoa, Dad, let me try riding her." And like all good fathers, Jake said, "Okay."
Mm-hmm.
Right here, Cousin Bob, Jimbo Connors, but now owned by Shane Porterfield.
Yes.
And Shane's doing a great job with this horse.
He is doing a real good job with that horse.
He does now. I mean, the horse is up. But Shane's just a good amateur-owned trainer.
Yeah.
And he is a true amateur-owned.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a kingpin, Bob Adcock. I tell you what, anytime Bob goes to a show, he's gonna be in the hunt. Now, you definitely
You're exactly right.
He's gonna be in the hunt. Right there, Switchblade, Alli Joe Jacobs. Showtime.
Oh, yeah. Good horse right there. Real good.
And here's a king thing. And Bill Calloway, experienced trainer, 36. Another one of Bob Adcock. I'm going to tell you what, Bob Adcock's got I wished I had his lined up.
Mm-hmm.
So
oh, he got a bunch of good ones.
He ain't got one that ain't good. I believe he can find a good one like finding a needle in a haystack.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Lucky Strike and Aubrey Derrickson for Ralph Derrickson. Tell you what, this young lady is in the amateur division now, and that horse has won her some good blue ribbons. Had a good show season this year. Here's Mr. True Blue. Now he's in the pony division in the youth and the breeding barn.
Oh, yeah.
They say he's producing some good offspring too.
Yes.
They like him. You know, him and Dark Rain go a lot alike, especially with that head set, set that they've got. Do a good job, real good job.
Real good job.
So,
yep.
So you're not going to North Carolina?
No, I ain't gonna go to North Carolina.
I don't much think I am either.
They'll have a good show down there.
I believe they will. I believe it'll be pretty packed.
Yes.
We just got to keep going the way we're going and get everything done and get ready and just be there.
Yes.
I'm not sure how much time we got left, but I want to remind everybody that this weekend, Cascade FFA, Sheba, September 27th, be sure to go because support the FFA.
Yes.
No matter what, go support them. And then from there, we'll be going to North Carolina, or they will. We'll see. We'll get some video from up there. And then we will be over to Racking Horse.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Maybe
they have a good show over there.
It'll be a big one this year, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure it will be packed to the hilt.
Yep.
But until next week, be safe.
And be careful.
Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shifted to the right, shifted to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. Got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Ah, please start talking.